Hello students, Mr. Bastias here. Welcome to Unit 5, Week 1, Day 1. Make sure you have your meaning mapper, article a day, your book of knowledge, and paper and pencil to write with. Today we will learn about amazing animals that live in the oceans and rainforests. Let's get started. First, I want you to select one of the nature photographs on the left. And I want you to write down 3 adjectives that describe the elements in the photograph. And remember, adjectives are words that describe a person, thing, or a place. So 3 words that describe what you see. And then I want you to explain why you chose each of these adjectives. So take a moment to do so now. I'm going to show you the adjectives I picked. First, green, and that's because of the trees. There are a lot of trees, so it looks very green. I said bright because of the sun. And lastly, I said calm because this picture looks very quiet. Are these similar adjectives to the ones you got? I thought so. Our focus word this week is nature. Can you say nature? That's great. How many syllables do you hear in the word nature? Nature. That's right. 2 syllables. Now, say all the sounds you hear in the word. Repeat after me. N, A, ch, nature. Does this look or sound like a word in another language? It looks and sounds a little bit like the Spanish word for nature, naturaleza. Please take out your meaning mapper. In the middle of our meaning mapper, we have our focus word, nature. Nature is everything in the world that is not made by people. So animals, plants, water, air are all parts of nature. What words does this word make you think of or remind you of? Take a moment to add it to your meaning mapper. I added the word colors because nature is full of colors, very bright greens and yellows, and if there's flowers, all types of colors. Let's get started with our article a day. What's in the oceans? Amazing ocean animals. Look at the picture. What do you see? That's right. It's a sea turtle. Sea turtles live in the ocean. Let's dive into our article a day. Green sea turtles. A sea turtle has a hard shell on its back. It has flippers to help it swim. Here we see the hard shell on its back, and these are the flippers which help it swim. A sea turtle can't pull its head into its shell the way a land turtle can. Land turtles can take their little head out of their shell and then stick it back in. Take the little head out of the shell and then stick it back in. Sea turtles cannot do that. Interesting. A sea turtle eats only plants. Purple sea urchin. The purple sea urchin has spiny, hard skin. Look at the purple sea urchin. It looks very spiky and hard. It lives on the rocky seafloor. Purple sea urchins eat anything they can find at the bottom of the ocean. Starfish. A starfish has spiny skin. Look at its skin. That's right, it's not smooth. It's spiny, has spines. It usually has 5 rays or arms. Some have more. This starfish has more than 5 arms. It looks like it has about 12. On the bottom of each arm, it has tube feet. This is a tube. In Spanish, we say tubo. So at the bottom of each arm, it has little tubes. The tube feet help it stick to rocks. A starfish has an eye spot at the end of each arm. Its eyes are at the end of each little arm. Interesting. Seahorse. A seahorse has bony plates all over its body. This is a seahorse, and we can see the bony plates. It lives in seaweed beds and warm water. A seahorse swims slowly with small fins. It eats small fish and plants. Look at the seahorse. Its fins are so small I can't even see them. Clownfish. A clownfish has scales on its body. These are the scales. In Spanish, we say escama. This fish sleeps in the branches of a poisonous plant. The plant helps protect the fish at night. The clownfish eats small plants. I remember the clownfish from the movie Finding Nemo. Have you seen that movie? I love it. Now, please take out your book of knowledge. Write down 2 or 3 things you learned from the article and would like to remember. Pause the video and take a moment to do this now. I'm going to go back to my article to look for evidence that I can add to my book of knowledge. The first thing I learned and would like to remember is that a sea turtle can't put its head into its shell the way a land turtle can. I'm going to write that down. I learned that sea turtles can't pull back their head into their shell. I also learned that a starfish has an eye spot at the end of each arm. I'm going to write that down as well. I also learned that a starfish has an eye spot at the end of each arm. This makes me think of visiting the aquarium because of all the fish. This makes me think of visiting the aquarium because of all the fish. Now, please take out your meaning mapper. In the middle, we have our focus word nature. Nature is anything that is not made up by people. So animals, plants, water, air are all parts of nature. We've already added colors, but what other word could you add to your meaning mapper? I added the word life because the article talked about all the sea life. And nature is any life that is not human. That's it for me, students. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.